Good morning, children. Welcome back to the English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope all my dear children are doing well. Okay, let's move to today's session. In the last class, we discussed the types of sentences like affirmative sentence and negative sentence. We also discussed the ways of transforming one sentence to another. How we can change or transform an affirmative sentence into negative sentence and a negative sentence into affirmative sentence. We discussed some patterns of transforming those sentences. Today we will discuss a new topic, yes or no questions from the same chapter, sentences. And from the title itself, you might have got the meaning. What do you mean by yes or no questions? What do you mean by yes or no questions? Yes or no questions are those types of questions which expect only yes or no as the answer. It doesn't expect a detailed explanation or detailed description. So in English, there are two types of questions. There are WH questions and yes or no questions. What do you mean by this WH questions? WH questions, it starts with the WH words like what, which, where, why and when. And there is one more question word which is included in this category, in this WH question. Even though that doesn't start with the letters WH. It is how. The question word how. How is also included in this WH questions. Even though it doesn't start with the letter WH. So when we ask questions with these WH words, we expect a detailed description. For example, what is your name? I cannot say yes or no. I have to give an explanation. My name is Ramya. Or if I ask you, how was your exam? You cannot just reply by saying yes or no. You will have to give a detailed description. You will have to say, the exam was easy for me, but I couldn't complete within the time period. You will have to give some explanation. But whereas in yes or no questions, you don't have to give any explanation. You can just reply by saying yes or no. Now let's see how we can frame yes or no questions. We can frame yes or no questions by the use of auxiliary verbs. I hope you remember what is an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs are the helping verbs. The other name for auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. I hope you remember the auxiliary verbs, the be forms, have forms and do forms. Some of you might remember or recollect those things. So which are the be forms? Is, am, are, was, were. So is, am, are used with present tense. Was and were is used with past tense. Now have forms. Have, has, had. Have and has is used with present tense. Had is used with past tense. Now the do forms. Do, does, did. Do and does is used in present tense, whereas did is used in past tense. Do is used with plural subjects like I, we, you, they. Whereas does is used with singular subjects like he, she, it or any other singular subjects. And did is used always in the past tense. So I hope you understood the three forms, the three be forms, have forms and do forms. So with these auxiliary verbs, we frame yes or no questions. For example, did you revise your lessons? Does he work there? We can frame yes or no questions only with be forms, do forms, have forms and modal auxiliaries. For example, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, all these are modal auxiliaries. So I hope you understood what is be form, do form, have form and modal auxiliaries. Now let's see how we can frame questions with these modal auxiliaries or be, do or have forms. Let's see some examples. For example, Do you want to drink coffee? See here in this this particular question, I have used two verbs. Do you want to drink coffee? Want and drink is a verb. Verb means action words. Words which denote action. So if there are two verbs in yes or no questions, what you have to do? The second verb should always be preceded by to. You have to start the second verb with to. To infinitive. It is called to infinitive. So if there are two verbs in a yes or no question, the second verb will always be preceded by to. You will have to start the second verb with to infinitive. Do you want to drink coffee? Does she like to participate in the youth festival? Like and participate are two verbs. So the second verb should always be preceded by the word to. Do you want to go home? Want and go are verbs. So the second verb is always preceded by the word to. I hope you understood that rule. So when we frame questions with do forms or with modal auxiliaries, we never change the base form of the verb. The verb will always remain in the base form. Means we never add ed to the base form. For example, work, worked, ed. We don't add that ed. For example, stay, stayed. We don't use stayed. We don't add ed. We just say work or stay. For example, may I help you? So, may is a auxiliary verb. It is a modal auxiliary verb. We don't use helped, ed. Now, next one. When we are asking questions with do and modal auxiliaries, we always have to remember that the verb should be in base form. Means we should not add ed to the base form. For example, can I stay here? Can I stay in your house? So, can is the modal auxiliaries. Can is a modal auxiliary. And after can, the verb I have used is basic form. I haven't added ed. So, can I stay in your house? So, how will you reply? Yes, you can. So, when you give a reply, you can use the same auxiliary which is used in the question. Which is the auxiliary used in the question? Can. If I ask, can we stay in your house? You can reply, yes, you can. Let us see some more examples for yes or no questions. Can you attend the meeting today? Again, I have started the yes or no question with the modal auxiliary can. Can you attend the meeting today? So, how will you reply? Yes, I can. So, you have taken the same auxiliary which is in the question to the answer. When you reply, you take the same auxiliary which is there in the question. Yes, I can. Did you meet the principal? Yes, I did. Because in the question, the auxiliary used is did. So, when we reply also, we use the same auxiliary, did. Yes, I did. Is it raining today? Yes, it is. We have used the same auxiliary in the question. Are you busy? Yes, I am. Here you say I am. There is a slight difference in this particular question. So I hope you understood how to frame yes or no questions. Now let's see the exercises given in your text. So yes or no questions are used in order to confirm. It is used for confirmation, whereas WH questions are used for seeking information. Here we are using yes or no questions only to confirm. So you need to reply only yes or no. Now let's move to the textual exercises. Now take page number 9 in your text, exercise G. There they have given you some answers and you have to frame yes or no questions. So they have already given the question words. You have to select the correct question word and you have to cross the incorrect ones. The first one has been done for you. Look at the second one. The question words are is or what. I told you what is used only for seeking information for a detailed explanation, whereas yes or no questions are used to confirm things. So here, which will be the correct one? It will be is. Without looking at the answer itself, we can say it is is. So what is the answer? Yes, Manohar is reading a storybook. Now how will you frame a question? Is Manohar reading a storybook? Put a question mark after that. I hope now you will be able to do the rest of that exercise, exercise D. Now look to the exercise H. You have to frame yes or no questions for the statements given below. Look at the first one. Yes, Midul took the bus to school today. So that sentence is in past tense. I have told you when the sentence is past tense, we use which form? We use the did form. As this particular sentence is in past tense, we use did to frame a question. So how will you frame a question? Using did. Did Midul take the bus to school today? So when you start a question with did, the verb should always be in the present tense. After did, the verb will always be in the present tense. Did is used in the past tense, but after the did, the verb will be in present tense. I hope you understood how to frame yes or no questions. So try to complete the exercises and also go through the notes that I have attached. So that's all for today. We will come up with a new topic. See you in the next class.